If you need a display in a room without a TV, or you want to host movie nights with your friends and families indoors or outdoors, or if you need a solid projector for work, I think you're going to like this one. It's called the Aurzen D1 Max Google Projector, and interestingly, this one has an advantage over some of the other projectors that I've reviewed on this channel. And if you stick around, you'll see what that is. So Aurzen, if you're not familiar with them, it's worth knowing that they have won several awards for their projectors in the past, including a Red Dot Award and a 2025 CES Innovations Award. And I actually already own an Aurzen product, so I am aware of the value for money and quality that they offer. So this one right here is a 1000 ANSI lumen projector, and if you stick around you will see how good the picture quality is. But first, let me show you what the Ozen D1 Max's design is all about. The best way to explain the size is it's roughly the size of a small shoebox, and it's not too heavy either, which makes it easy to move around from room to room or even outdoors if you need to. It's got nice rounded corners to soften the look, and the top has this almost leather finish to it, which will definitely help to reduce any distracting light glares across the top. On both sides are a metallic mesh grille, and you'll notice the Dolby Audio branding right there, and that's because behind these grills are two 8-watt stereo speakers, and you will get to hear how good those speakers are in a minute. Round the back there is more ventilation, and on the base you'll notice there is a little wheel here which you can unscrew to adjust the angle of the projector, so you can adjust the height of the display on the surface you're projecting onto, which is particularly handy if you're going to have it on a lower coffee table in your living room. Now around the front, this is where the magic happens. You'll notice there is this really nice glossy finish here and an array of sensors, including an object avoidance sensor for safety, and the other sensors are there to help with auto keystone and auto focus functionality, making this projector super quick and easy to set up. And that safety sensor is really important because you don't want to end up blinding yourself by looking directly into the light, and you don't want to blind your pets by accident if you have them. So this projector uses a laser light source with 1000 ANSI lumens, which is pretty damn bright for a projector at this price point, and I believe is rated to last up to 10,000 hours. And Aurzen very kindly provide a lens cap to keep the dust away from the lens when the projector is not in use. On top is where you'll find the backlit onboard controls. These are capacitive touch buttons, and in all honesty, once you set it up, you'll rarely have to use them because the remote has a built-in microphone and it is a Google TV. So you got the Google Assistant right here, and you could pretty much control the entire thing with your voice. So this projector runs on the Google TV platform, which means it can run standalone with just a Wi-Fi connection to it, and that's it. And the setup process couldn't be easier. All you need to do is have a Google account on your phone, scan the QR code, and then follow the step-by-step process, and it really is that easy. And maybe that's why it says that on the side. The D1 Max, once put in place, will use autofocus and auto keystone to line up the picture perfectly, and there's even manual focus buttons on the remote to make these fine adjustments if you need to make sure the picture is as sharp as it can be. So it takes minimum effort and minimum tech knowledge to get this up and running at its best. Now, if you want to hook up an external device like a laptop, a streaming device, or even audio, round the back of the D1 Max, there are a few ports. You've got a 3.5mm audio jack for headphones or speakers. There's a USB port if you are going to be connecting up a hard drive or a USB stick or any other USB device. And the third input is of course a HDMI port that supports 1080p inputs, which means hooking up a games console or a PC or a laptop is super easy. Now, remember how I said this projector has an advantage over some of the other projectors that I've tested to date? Well, that is the fact that this particular projector, the Aurzen D1 Max, is in fact the world's first projector running on Google TV 14. So Google have of course improved the entire operating system, and there's even more support now for gamers, and there are features here that I know some of you sports fans will really appreciate. And something nice about the Google TV platform is it does allow for multiple user accounts, which means you can have a main account for yourself and then you could have a kids account, because what you don't want to happen is come home one day and find your kids binge watching The Walking Dead or something like that. Now, when it comes to screen sizes, you can go as small as 25 inches with the projector right close to a surface, or you can move it all the way back and create a display up to 120 inches if you want to. So behind me you can see the display, and actually the projector is only about 3 meters away from the wall, and the display size is roughly 80 inches. So you don't even need to go that far back to achieve that 120-inch display. So when it comes to watching a movie or a sporting event, yes, you could all sit round your regular TV. But you have to admit, there is something about watching movies on a projector that really adds to that home theater experience. And the Ozen D1 Max definitely delivers that. Alright, now let's talk about the actual picture quality itself. Given the price on this one, I am blown away with how good the picture quality looks. The colors are very vibrant and vivid. Of course, you can manually go in and fine tune it, and there's even an expert mode. It does support HDR10, so in a dark room, you do get really nice dynamic range. And if you're not sure what I mean by that, that is the range between the brightest white and the darkest black. And to create the darkest black, of course, you need to close the curtains. On the left side is how it looks in a pitch black room at night, and on the right is how it looks in a medium lit room like this one. And the advantage of the brightness on this one is the fact that even when you move it further away from the surface, you still get these really nice bright and saturated colors where you need them. I even tested it out with my PS5, and the picture performance there is also pretty stellar. Now, being that this is the world's first Google TV 14 projector, here is that advantage for sports fans that I mentioned earlier on. This projector supports MEMC, which is an interesting piece of software that can actually add additional frames into fast-moving content to make it appear to be smoother. For example, let's say you're watching a 30 Hz football broadcast. The ball, when it's kicked, might start to stutter a little bit on a projector that doesn't have MEMC. And essentially what this one can do is take that 30 Hz signal and turn it into 60 Hz, or what appears to be 60 Hz. And if you're playing a game at 60 Hz, it can make that look like 120 Hz. So put very, very simply, MEMC reduces judder and makes content appear smoother than it actually is. And that is why this projector could be perfect for you if you're a sports fan or if you're a gamer. Now, in my opinion, here's the biggest advantage for this particular projector. Because it primarily runs on Google TV, you'll never be stuck when it comes to streaming app options or live streaming TV. It can be used completely standalone, and it also supports Wi-Fi 6. So if you have a Wi-Fi 6 modem, you can get incredibly fast Wi-Fi speeds to it, which of course will reduce the amount of buffering or the chance that it might start to pixelate due to lower speeds. And even if you don't have a Wi-Fi 6 modem, it does also support Wi-Fi 5, which is also very fast. And something else that it supports is Bluetooth 5.2. And if you do connect a device to it via Bluetooth, you can actually use it as a speaker and make use of those Dolby audio drivers that are built into it. And when it comes to using this projector on a daily basis, the ease of use is definitely one of the biggest standout features. There are more than 10,000 apps available on the Google TV platform, more than 800 live TV channels, and the Google Assistant right here makes it so easy to find exactly what it is you want to watch immediately just using your voice. And another advantage for the Google TV platform is that pretty much any phone can cast to this projector with just the touch of a button. The only caveat to that is you need to make sure your phone is on the same network as the projector, and then it will see it straight away. So if you are watching a YouTube video like this one, you'll see that little cast button in the top right corner. Tap that, and then you can select the projector, and that's it. Now you're casting onto the big screen. So who do I think the Aurzen D1 Max is for? Given the price, the value is incredible, and I think it would be an amazing gift for yourself or anyone who wants to create a cinema home theater experience. It could also be great for you if you need a projector for your workspace or for when the match is on. Now, if you want to check out the latest deals and prices on this projector right now, there will be an affiliate link below this video. If I can get my hands on any discount codes, I'll also pin them below in the top comment. So definitely take a look at those, because I think the price is really going to surprise you.